Hello my friends, thank you for joining me today. I will tell you about the horoscope broadcast for the sign of Leo. And in this video we will be speaking about ascending signs. So if you don't know how to calculate your ascending sign, please get in touch with me and I will let you know. In order to calculate your ascending sign, you will need your time, date and place of birth. Now, for the month of October, Leo will have three houses of the horoscope active. It's house number 2, house number 4, and house number 6. So we will start with house number 2. House number 2 represents speech, represents finance, represents our food, and represents our ability to speak well, to voice what we have in mind. And here we have the planet which is ruling Leo going into the second house of the horoscope, which means that for Leos it will be very important to have financial stability, to accumulate money. So the focus will be on the finance for Leos. Now Sun connected with the Mars will give you the power to achieve, but at the same time you need to be careful because Mars is a planet of separation at the same time. Therefore, just do all of the operations with the attention. So pay attention that everything is financially correct, that there are no mistakes when it comes to the financial part. When we speak about the speech will be very much empowered. We have Mercury, which is responsible for speaking ability, and we have Mars and we have Sun. So that combination will give the opportunity to deliver your message in a very clear and logical way. Mercury is in a retrograde motion, which may indicate that there can be misunderstandings in communicating the information. Therefore, if that happens, just rephrase yourself or confirm that you've been understood properly. Now, Mercury in the retrograde motion may cause some financial delays or may cause some information delays. So just be prepared for that. And if you're working for example, in the banking area, because the second house of the horoscope represents the bank or the bankers. So this also possible that you may encounter such difficulties with the equipment, which is responsible for communicating the information, or the equipment which is responsible for manipulating the financial functions, basically, I would say it like that. Now, the fourth house of the horoscope that represents one's mother, psychology, environment, where the persons live, emotional condition. Here we have Venus in the sign of Scorpio. Venus likes fourth house of the horoscope. Venus feels very comfortable. Venus in the fourth house of the horoscope means that the person will have some nice and creative ideas on how to make their space comfortable, beautiful. Maybe dedicate that time for creativity in your space. Maybe redecorate your place. The eighth sign, which is a Scorpio, is responsible for the transformation, which means that through art and creativity, you will be able to transform your emotional condition. It also indicates strong desires, but Venus is connected with Ketu here. So from one side, Venus in a sign of Scorpio indicates very strong desires and attachment to the results. But at the same time, Ketu gives Venus such a observe a vision of a situation which detached. So you may find yourself in a very nice balance, that if you are seeing that whatever attachments that you are experiencing are not beneficial for you, you will be able to detach from them. So use that opportunity. Now, the sixth house of the horoscope, which is responsible for enemies, for debts, for diseases, and also for the service, will have Saturn in retrograde motion in its own sign, Capricorn, and Jupiter in a debilitation. So what will it mean for you? It will mean that there will be, first of all, more work, because this is a house of routine. The old maybe problems or the situations related to old debts may come up for your resolution. So take this time for cleaning up this area for yourself so there are no obstacles for you in the future. You may feel maybe some issues with digestion, so see if that's the case. So the sixth house of the horoscope represents untraditional medicine like herbs or Ayurveda. So if you have the resources to get in touch with an Ayurvedic doctor, then do so. Otherwise, just do some curing procedures in order to heal that area that can be the problem for you. Now, Jupiter in a retrograde motion and plus in a sign where it cannot show the best qualities may require your assistance. So Jupiter is responsible for happiness, for joy, for wisdom, and in that position you may feel that at work, in relationships with your co-workers, or when you're dealing with your problems, that you may lack some vital information. Therefore, just in order to maintain your Jupiter, in order to support it, refer to the spiritual practice, because Jupiter is a spiritual planet, and spiritual practices such as mantra for Jupiter, Om Namo Bhagavate Vamanadevaya, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and reading the Vedic books, or if you have any other spiritual books that come from the ancient times that deliver the wisdom. So read those books, and the Vedic culture recommend Vedic books because they're very powerful and they have the knowledge that dissipates any doubts and harmonizes life, it harmonizes the planet, and it reconnects the person with the divine nature. Therefore, do those practices to maintain your Jupiter until it changes its position back to Aquarius sign, and avoid any disbalance between rest and work, because when Saturn gets into the sixth house of the horoscope, which represents routine work, hard work, aspect, the 12th house of the horoscope that represents sleep, okay, and relaxation, and also when Jupiter is not supporting for the wisdom, they can be, this composition can create the disbalance where you may feel overwhelmed, that you may feel that you're unable to rest, take care of yourself, of your health, and there can be disturbance of sleep. So in order to prevent from this, just take measures, do some yoga, do the meditation, be respectful towards your co-workers, and follow the balanced work routine, and that will help you a lot. Will also give you very nice skills on how to deal with the problems related to, again, to rest and work, balance between personal and professional life, and you will end up having very nice experience out of this conjunction and transit. So that was all for the sign of Leo for the month of October. If you have any questions, please post them under this video. We'll be happy to read them and answer them. If not, just share it with your friends, give me your likes, and I will be looking forward to seeing you in my next video for the Virgo sign. All the best to you.